I'm Lord Elemental, and welcome to the Steam Chamber. Now this is the first of what hopefully will become a regular segment looking at the best of the pitches that Greenlight has to offer. Today we'll be looking at 6 games, all 6 of them indie and all of them on Steam's Greenlight system. I'll make sure there's links for every game in the description below, including links to the developer webpage as well as Steam's Greenlight page, so if you like the look of the game, please go check it out and give it a vote. Now the first of our Greenlight games this week is Evoland, which is by Shiro Games, based in France. Now this is based on an internet flash game which is available to play at the moment, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. The game is a sort of Zelda cum Final Fantasy RPG action adventure in which you journey through a history of gaming. Now essentially you start off with very basic graphics, 2D, no sound, no colour, very little in the way of actions, and as you progress through the levels the game becomes more and more advanced. So the graphic style starts to increase, the colours come in, the sounds come in, new abilities come in, and the game changes. Now once you've unlocked these features, you can then go back to the starting area and play it through again. This is a fantastic, quirky game. You can, as I say, you can check out the original now, but the new game is due out in March, and I think it's definitely one to watch. Right, our second game is Bollywood Wannabe, which is a rhythm-based game with platforming elements. It's by one-woman dev, Chrysor Studios, and it is a rhythm game in a Bollywood setting, so it's got fantastic hand-drawn cartoon visuals. It's got officially licensed Bollywood music. It's a really nice game. It's got some really nice little features. There's a bit of humour in there. We've actually put together a video on this looking more in depth at the game. That'll be going up in the next day or two, so I'll that that's up, I'll put the link in the description below. That game actually is available to buy from the website at the moment, so I'll put the link to that in the description as well. And there's also a demo for you to try out, so please do go give that one a try and give it a green light vote if you enjoy it. Now our third game today is McDROID, which is an action RTS with tower defense elements. It's got a few farming elements built in there as well. You play the part of a robotic farmer who must farm resources and defend against alien attack. Now you've got a couple of options. You can either use your inbuilt turrets to attack the enemies yourself, or you can deploy your turrets as towers, which is where the tower defense element comes in. It's got a really nice cel-shaded design, very reminiscent of the Borderlands games. It's got a really nice quirky environment. It's actually available as part of a small bundle at the moment, I think with Indie Gala, but I'm not sure of that. I will put a link down in the description. It's only available for a couple more days, and if you can pay a minimum price of 15 cents or something, 25 cents I think. If you pay $1, then you get a Desura code, and if you pay $10, then you can turn it into a 3-game bundle. This game actually also has 4-player multiplayer and co-op, and it's available from their website, but as I say, I'll link the bundle in the description and you might be able to get it a little cheaper. Right, our fourth game is Vector, which is a free-running platform game by Neki. Now you might have played this one before because it is available currently on iOS, so it's going to be a port. Now, there's no way of knowing until trying the game how good the port's going to be, but if it's a good port, then it looks like it's going to be a great game. It's got an arcade style. Despite that, it's got a good backstory set in a dystopian future. During the game, you've got to outrun your pursuer across around 50 levels, solving jumping puzzles along the way. It's not going to be released immediately, but once the game is released, they will be releasing a level editor as well at some point in the near future. So as I say, it's available on iOS at the moment. They're porting it straight to Steam, hopefully, if they get greenlit. Go and have a look and see what you think. Right, our fifth game is Bloodlust, which is a vampire action RPG. Now, I was actually alerted to this game by the dev himself. It's by WRF Studios. It's a really good-looking, dark, atmospheric, moody vampire game. Has a real old-school, like 90s vampire story vibe to it. You know, with a bit of Anne Rice there, a little bit of Underworld in there as well. It's a traditional class-based RPG, so you've got 3 classes that basically equate to a warrior, a mage, and a rogue. You start off as a fledgling and you have to build yourself up to a higher vampire. The game's got a lot of promise. There's some really interesting social elements in how you sire new vampires and how you work within your existing clans. It's a single player, but like I say, it's got a lot of promise. There is a demo available from the website. I'll link that below. And we may be featuring this game in a video of its own very soon in the near future. Now, the 6th and final game this week is Dungeon Lore from 3D Attack Games. Now, like Vector, this is another iOS conversion, but it looks like a great little game, a really interesting take on tactical RPGs. As long as they get the port right, again, like Vector, then it should be a great game for Steam. It's a non-grid-based, turn-based tactical RPG. It's in a dungeon crawler style setting with not very like a simpler form of Torchlight style graphics. The only thing I would say about what they've shown us so far is the sound could do with a little work. It's clearly been a soundtrack and sound effects recorded for iOS where it doesn't matter quite as much, and as a result it doesn't sound quite right on Steam, or at least on the video they've shown. Now, they've said that they're only going to charge $4.99, that's dollars rather than pounds, when the game's released. So I think at $4.99, £3.25 about, with conversion rates, then that's a fantastic price for what looks like a great and complex, interesting little game. But like I say, if they get the port right. Right, that's all the games we had lined up for our first Greenlight roundup. I've got another 6 games lined up already, and we'll hopefully put those into some sort of video in the next couple of days. I hope you enjoyed it all. Then please, if you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff. Thank you very much for checking out the channel. Thank you for watching the video. And please, if you did like the look of the games, then please do go and vote for them on Greenlight. They really do need your votes. Thank you very much.